This is episodes 1 through 50 of my series Speedrunning Killing Random Minecraft Mobs. I hope you enjoy watching me go from someone who barely knows how to speedrun and has a weird mic, to someone who still has a weird mic but is better at speedrunning. Enjoy. Day 1 of killing every mob in Minecraft. I spun the wheel with every single mob and I got a turtle. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started running around. Yes, I am speedrunning this. Turtles spawn in beach biomes, and I was really lucky to have one right near spawn. I spotted a turtle and just swam over, or ran over, until I could get close to it. I punched a turtle many times. Honestly, I thought turtles have like no health whatsoever, and I didn't think it was even worth it to stop for a wooden sword, but now I really wish I had stopped for a wooden sword because this turtle, it just wouldn't die. I know I sound like a terrible person hurting the environment, killing the turtles, but it's for a speedrun, okay? I think that's a good enough cause. Eventually it died, and I finished with a time of 1 minute 18 seconds. Day 2 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel with every single mob, and I got a pufferfish. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started the speedrun. Pufferfish spawn in warm or lukewarm ocean biomes, so I was lucky to have a desert nearby. I quickly ran over to a tree, punched it, and got myself a wooden sword, and I ran for the ocean. Apparently, pufferfish are pretty rare, which I didn't think they were in lukewarm or warm ocean biomes. I had to swim around for a long time before I found one, though. Eventually, when I did find one, I killed it with my wooden sword, I got it into my inventory, and I finished the run at 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Subscribe for more. Day 3 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel with every single mob on it, and I got a horse. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. I punched a tree and got 2 logs so I could make a wooden sword. There were a few hiccups along the way, but I did get the wooden sword. And then I ran around for a long time looking for a horse. Horses spawn in plains or savanna biomes, so the biome I was in was perfectly good for that. For some reason, however, I could not find a horse. I found a ton of llamas, but I couldn't find a horse anywhere. It was getting pretty frustrating. I was running through hills, through trees, through flatlands, and I still couldn't find a horse. Eventually, I just made my way over to this plains biome, but I was running on a sprint, so I killed a cow and ate some beef, and then finally I found a horse. I killed the horse immediately, and I finished with a time of 3 minutes and 39 seconds. Day 4 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel with every single mob on it, and I got a cow. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started punching a tree. I was just going to need a wooden sword so it would be easier to kill the cow, so I quickly got that, and then I ran over to a nearby plains biome. This is pretty much the easiest mob you can possibly get, maybe aside from a pig or a sheep, maybe a chicken, but either way this wasn't difficult at all. After running around for a very short time, I spotted a cow, ran over, killed the cow, and finished with a time of 47 seconds. Subscribe for more. Day 5 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel with every single mob on it, and I got a creeper. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Immediately I ran over to a tree and punched it so I could get a wooden sword, and then I found a cave and I decided to get another tree and mine a little stone so I could get a stone sword. I jumped down to water and searched the cave, but there were no creepers nearby. I think it's because of the lava, so the light level was too high for them to spawn, but it was still frustrating. Eventually I was able to find a creeper and it nearly blew up, which would have destroyed the speedrun. And then I had to take a step back and consider my strategy. I ran at it full force because that's the easiest way to kill it. I hit it 3 times, it nearly blew up, but I finished with a time of 3 minutes and 40 seconds after killing the creeper. Subscribe for more. Day 6 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got a giant? These don't spawn naturally in the world, you have to summon them, and they only work in Java Edition. But I'll do it anyway. I'm gonna need a creative world, and I'll need to summon the giant in as fast as possible. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and summoned the giant. There it is. Then I turned it back to survival mode, and I started my speedrun. I punched a tree, got a wooden sword, and I ran back over to the giant. I just hit it a ton of times. There was a lava pool nearby, so I hit it into the lava pool, and eventually it died, and I finished with a time of 1 minute and 19 seconds. That was weird. Subscribe for more. Day 7 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got a rabbit. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started running around. Rabbits spawn in a plethora of biomes. One of them is plains, one's meadows, snowy plains, deserts, you name it, rabbits spawn there. So I ran over to this nearby village, got 2 diamonds from the blacksmith, quickly made a diamond sword, and ran around looking for rabbits. For some reason there were no rabbits despite the fact that I was in a meadow biome, and the plains biome was right nearby. I even had to kill a chicken and a sheep so I could continue sprinting. I was running around for such a long time I was starting to despair of whether there was actually even a rabbit here. But after a very long time I finally spotted a rabbit, hit it once with my diamond sword, and finished with a time of 5 minutes and 20 seconds. Day 8 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it and I got a donkey. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Donkeys spawn in a lot of different biomes, mostly stuff like meadows, plains, and savannas, so I ran around looking for either a meadow or a plains biome. This was shockingly hard, but I did spot a mountain, and atop it looked like there was no trees, so I figured it was probably a meadow. So I did some terrible parkour and had to mine a bunch of dirt and climb all the way up to the top, but eventually I did get there and it was in fact a meadow. There was this giant dripstone cave nearby. Not that it was important, I just thought it was cool. I ran around for a long time in the meadow and I just couldn't find a donkey. Eventually I ran out of sprint, and then out of sheer luck I spotted a donkey, ran over, killed it, and finished with a time of 4 minutes and 29 seconds. Day 9 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it and I got a polar bear. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Luckily I was in a snowy biome, so I just ran over and punched a tree. I only needed 2 logs so I could get a crafting table and then make myself a wooden sword. I made the wooden sword and then I ran over to the ice, and luckily I found a polar bear almost right away. I quickly hit the polar bear and I actually almost died to it, but luckily I killed it in time. I stopped the timer and finished with a time of 40 seconds. Day 10 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it and I got a sheep. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. I spawned in a really terrible biome for sheep, in fact one of the worst possible biomes for this speedrun, but I was determined that I could still get under 1 minute since there was a savanna nearby. I ran over to a tree, punched it to get 2 logs so I can make a crafting table, sticks, and then a wooden sword, which I did make, and then I ran around looking for sheep. I got pretty lucky here. This could have gone on for a couple of minutes, but I spotted a sheep pretty quickly, ran over, and killed it, finishing with a time of 58 seconds, still under a minute. Day 11 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it and I got a zombie. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. I quickly ran over to a tree, punched it, and got 2 logs so that I can make a crafting table and a wooden sword. I then ran around this roofed forest looking for zombies. Because of the low light level, sometimes zombies spawn in roofed forests in the day. I then ran over to this jungle biome, hoping that maybe the same thing would happen. Unfortunately, in neither biome were there zombies. So I ran around looking for a cave, which I found. I heard some odd cave noises, and I quickly found a zombie and a creeper right next to each other. I had to be careful here to make sure the creeper would blow up, but it wouldn't kill the zombie. It did, and then I ran over, killed the zombie, and finished with a time of 3 minutes and 51 seconds. Day 12 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it and I got a fox. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. I quickly punched a tree so I could make myself a crafting table, sticks, and then a wooden sword so I could kill the fox. Foxes usually spawn in spruce biomes, so this is exactly where I needed to be. I was in a spruce biome. I ran around for a little while looking for a fox. They're usually pretty cute and playful creatures in Minecraft, so that made killing one even more fun. Anyway, I ran around, found a fox, hit it with my wooden sword a few times, and finished with a time of 48 seconds. Subscribe for more. Day 13 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it and I got a zombie pigman. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Zombie pigmen don't exist anymore, they're now zombified piglins, so that's what I'm going for. I quickly ran to a village, killed an iron golem for iron, I made myself an iron sword in a bucket with water, I ran over to a nearby ruined portal and quickly made myself a nether portal using the lava from it. I used wood and lava to light up the portal, and then I went to the nether. Now I ended up getting a bad spawn, and I had to go back to the overworld to make myself a pickaxe so I could mine downwards, But once I did that, I went back to the nether, and then I just mined down. I found myself a red forest, and I got myself a zombie piglin. The zombie piglin stood no chance, I killed it, and I finished with a time of 8 minutes and 24 seconds. This was painful. Day 14 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got a squid. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Squid spawn in oceans and rivers, so I was just going to need to find water. I quickly punched a tree so I could get myself a crafting table and a wooden sword, then I swam around looking for squid. I found one pretty much right away, and then I swam over, killed it, and finished with a time of 56 seconds. Subscribe for more and check out my channel. I have an entire playlist of videos like this. Day 15 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got a llama. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Yes, I finally got live split so I can show the timer on the screen while I speedrun. Luckily there was a savanna biome nearby and I quickly found a llama, but instead of punching it, for some reason I thought I should get a wooden sword first. I'm not sure why, but then I just punched this other llama, which was a lot smarter than trying to get a wooden sword, and after a little while I was able to kill it, and I finished with a time of only 30 seconds, because I stopped the time pretty late. If you guys want to see more videos like this, just check my channel, I have a playlist. Day 16 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got a spider. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Yes, I do have live split, so you can see the timer on the screen now. It's actually pretty cool. I ran around this acacia biome looking for a cave after making myself a wooden sword. I did find a cave, and I quickly was able to drop down into it. When I say quickly, I mean there was a little bit of hassle, but let's just pretend it was quick. I made my way down to deep slate level with a little bit of water MLGing. Not really MLGing, but I was just not dying. I ran around looking for spiders in this massive cave, and eventually I did find one. I quickly killed the spider with 3 hits from my wooden sword and stopped the time at 2 minutes and 28 seconds. Day 17 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spawned a wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got a zombie horse. Zombie horses do not spawn naturally in Minecraft, so I was going to need a creative world so I could quickly summon one in. That is what I did. I spawned into the world, started the time, and did the /summon command so I could get a zombie horse into the world. Once I'd summoned it in, I put my game mode to survival so that I could kill it and complete the speedrun. Once I put my game mode to survival, I ran over to a tree thinking I need a sword. I didn't need a sword, so I ran back over to the horse, punched it until it died, which took a surprisingly long time. It wasn't too bad, I'm just impatient, and I finished with a time of 41 seconds. Subscribe for more and check out my channel. Day 18 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spawned the wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got a piglin. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. I quickly ran over to a tree and punched it down, and then ran over to a ruined portal. It had enough lava to make a nether portal, so I was going to need iron. I made myself a wooden pickaxe, a stone pickaxe, and a furnace, and then I ran around looking for iron. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any, so I just ran back to the ruined portal, dug straight down, and I did come across some iron. I went back to the surface, smelted my iron, got myself a bucket, put water in it, and then proceeded to make my portal. This was a terrible attempt at making a portal. I'm just not a professional speedrunner. They know how to do it. I did it very sloppily, but I eventually did get to the nether, and that's the important part. I ran around this crimson forest looking for piglins until I found them. I jumped around, towered up, killed a piglin, and finished with a time of 11 minutes and 16 seconds. This was painful. Day 19 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got a skeleton. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Skeletons spawn in caves or in the nether, but caves are going to be a lot easier to find, so I just swam over looking for caves. I eventually did find one, but it was very small. I decided to check it anyway, so I made myself a wooden sword and checked the cave out. Unfortunately, there was nothing in it, so I had to go and look for another cave. This time I found one a little bit easier, and I decided to go down. It wasn't a huge cave, but it did the trick because I found a skeleton. I quickly battled and killed the skeleton, and finished with a time of 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Subscribe for more and check out my channel. Day 20 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got a ghast. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Ghasts spawn in the nether, so I was going to need to get there. I ran over to a nearby village and it had a lava pool as well, so I quickly went through the motions of killing the iron golem and getting myself a bucket. And then I tried to make a portal, but it went very slowly for some reason. I'm just not very good at it. But I eventually did manage to get to the nether after lighting it up. I ran around the nether for a long time. I arrived there in like 6 minutes, and it took me another 6 to even think about killing a ghast. This was very hard. I had to navigate it. I didn't have any armor. Piglins were angry at me. Hoglins were angry at me. Everything was angry at me. And the only real way I could kill a ghast was by shooting its fireball right back at it, which I did, and I finished at 12 minutes and 34 seconds. Day 21 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got a zombie villager. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. I quickly ran over to a tree so I can make myself a wooden sword, and then I went down into this nearby cave. Zombie villagers spawn in caves and also in abandoned villages, but abandoned villages are very rare, so caving was just a better strat. Even so, I had to run around for a long time looking in this cave, because zombie villagers are incredibly rare, only spawning 5% of the time in any place where a zombie will spawn. But eventually, after running around for a very long time in this cave, I came across a zombie and a zombie villager. I quickly cornered myself, killed the zombie villager, and finished with a time of 3 minutes and 54 seconds. Day 22 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spawned the wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got a panda. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. I was lucky to spawn in the jungle biome, and there was a panda literally right near spawn. I quickly ran over to it and punched it until it died. If you've been wondering why pandas are going extinct, this is why. I killed it in 21 seconds. YouTube, for the record, I'm joking, I don't kill pandas. Day 23 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got a drowned. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. I quickly punched a tree so I can make myself a wooden sword, and that would be enough to kill the drowned. I then, after making the wooden sword, ran over to some water because that is where drowned spawn. So I quickly ran into the water. I swam around for a little while looking for drowns. It did not take me long at all before I spotted a couple. I swam over, hit the drowned with my sword a few times, it died, and I finished at 44 seconds. Subscribe for more and check out my channel. I have a playlist of videos just like this. Day 24 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got a cod. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. This is one of those rare times where I can include the entire run without speeding it up like at all. I quickly ran into the water and then I swam around looking for cod. It didn't take me long at all before I spotted some cod, and I swam over and started punching them. For some reason though, on Bedrock Edition you stop sprinting when you punch something, so that was annoying, but I killed the cod and I finished at 25 seconds because I stopped the timer a bit late. If you enjoy videos like this, maybe check out my channel and consider subscribing. Day 25 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got a hoglin. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. I was going to need iron, so I decided to try to swim out towards sea to find a shipwreck. Instead of finding a shipwreck, I found a ruined portal. I quickly swam over to it and I checked the chest, and there were exactly 28 iron nuggets, so I can make 3 ingots and a bucket, which meant the run was still alive. There was enough lava at the portal to make a new portal, so I quickly towered up and I made myself a new portal. It went a lot better than it had previously, and I entered the nether at just over 4.5 minutes. I ran around this crimson forest looking for hoglins, being careful not to die, and eventually I did spot one. I lured it over, towered up, and then concentrated on taking it out. I didn't want to use lava, so I just hit it with my sword as many times as I could, and I killed it. I finished with a time of 6 minutes. If you enjoy videos like this, check out my channel, I have a playlist of them. Day 26 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got a salmon. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Salmon spawn pretty abundantly in rivers and oceans, so it was lucky that I spawned next to an ocean. I quickly jumped into the water and swam around looking for salmon. I spotted some cod, but I couldn't spot salmon until I went near this tiny island. Then I did find some salmon, I punched it until it died, and I finished at 46 seconds. If you enjoy videos like these, subscribe for more and check out my channel because I have a playlist. Day 27 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got a wolf. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Wolves spawn in spruce forest, so this was exactly where I needed to be. I quickly ran over and punched a tree. I then made myself a crafting table and a wooden sword, and I ran around looking for a wolf. It didn't take me long at all before I found one. I quickly killed it and finished with a time of 27 seconds. If you guys enjoy videos like this, you might want to check out my channel because I have an entire playlist. Day 28 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got a pig. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Pigs spawn abundantly in a lot of different biomes, and especially plains biomes, so I was pretty lucky to have spawned in a plains. Even so, I had to put it into third person and run around for longer than I would have expected before I ended up spotting a pig. When I did, I ran over to it, punched it until it died, and finished with a time of 38 seconds. Subscribe for more and check out my channel. I have a playlist. Day 29 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got a bee. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Bees spawn in bee nests, which spawn on trees that are within 2 blocks of a flower, and specifically oak, mangrove, or birch trees, so they're actually very rare. I had to run around for a little while looking for trees that were near flowers before I finally found a bee, and I was lucky that I even found one that quick. I quickly killed it and finished with a time of 1 minute and 25 seconds. Subscribe for more and check out my channel because I have a playlist of videos just like this and I think you might enjoy. Day 30 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got a pillager. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Pillagers spawn in pillager outposts or occasionally in pillager patrols, so I was going to need to find one of those in order to kill a pillager. So I quickly made myself a wooden sword and then I ran around for a long time. First I ran around in the savanna biome, and then when the savanna got boring, I ran over to this mangrove swamp. Wasn't really expecting to find anything in a mangrove swamp, and that's exactly where I got my first surprise. I found a pillager outpost in a mangrove swamp. A pillager ran at me, I quickly killed it, and I finished with a time of 2 minutes and 46 seconds. Subscribe for more and check out my channel because I have a playlist of videos just like this. Also, what a crazy seed. Day 31 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got a cat. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Like in real life, I spent a lot of this run inside of 3 people.
You mean in third person, you idiot?
Right, third person, totally, that's what I meant. Anyway, I ran around for a long time looking for a village because that is where cats spawn. Eventually I did find a village and I quickly looted this blacksmith over here, got an iron pickaxe, killed the cat with the iron pickaxe, and finished with a time of 1 minute and 47 seconds. If you guys enjoy videos like this, check out my channel because I have a playlist. And let's just forget about the third person comment. Day 32 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it and I got a parrot. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Parrots spawn in jungle biomes, so I was going to need to get out of this birch forest as soon as possible. I ran for the ocean because I figured swimming around was probably a good way to find a jungle biome, and I was right. I quickly found a jungle biome and I swam over to it. I made myself a wooden sword and then I got seeds because I wanted to tame it before I killed it just to make it an extra level of betrayal. So I ran around looking for parrots, I tamed a parrot, then I killed the parrot and finished with a time of 2 minutes and 1 second. Subscribe for more and check out my channel because I have a playlist of videos just like this. Day 33 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it and I got a villager. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Villagers spawn in villages and at the bottom of an igloo, so I was just gonna look for either an igloo or a village. I quickly made myself a wooden sword so I could kill the villager when I eventually found one, and then I ran around searching for some place that might have a villager. After a little while of running around, I did spot a village in the distance and I quickly ran over to it. And then...
No. Please, no.
What? No, I'm sorry. I have to. Subscribe. I'm sorry, villager. Day 34 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it and I got a guardian. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Guardians spawn in ocean monuments alongside elder guardians, so I was going to need to make for the water. I quickly ran over to this tree, punched it down, got myself planks, a crafting table, and a boat, and then I started to sail around looking for an ocean monument. Ocean monuments are sometimes pretty hard to find. I feel like they're one of those structures that you find when you're not looking for them, and you don't find them when you are looking for them. It did take me a little while of sailing around before finally in the distance I spotted an ocean monument. I sailed over to it and I realized I hadn't made a wooden sword yet, so I quickly made myself a wooden sword, swam back up, got all my air bubbles, and went to attack a guardian. This was an interesting fight because guardians have such a unique attack, but it didn't take me long to kill it and I finished with a time of 3 minutes and 17 seconds. Subscribe for more. Day 35 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it and I got an Enderman. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Endermen spawn in every single dimension and they usually spawn in the dark, so I was just going to need to find a cave since I am in the overworld. I did find a cave relatively quickly, and then I punched a tree down, made myself a wooden sword, and luckily it was a lush cave, so there was water down below for me to jump into. Now it was just to run around for a long time, and I quickly got bored of that, so I started to explore a bit more, waited, and I found an Enderman. I looked into its eyes, it didn't follow me, and then I had to do it again, and this time it did follow me down. I was cornered, but I defeated the Enderman with my wooden sword, and finished with a time of only 2 minutes and 24 seconds. Subscribe for more and check out my channel because I have a playlist of videos just like this and I think you'd enjoy them. Day 36 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it and I got a tropical fish. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Tropical fish spawn in warm, lukewarm, and deep lukewarm ocean biomes as well as lush caves. Since I was near the ocean, I just quickly ran over to it and swam around looking for a warm ocean, which I found pretty easily. I swam around in the coral for a little while before I spotted some tropical fish, and then I punched it a few times until it died, and I finished with a time of 1 minute and 28 seconds. Subscribe for more and check out my channel because I have a playlist of videos just like this and I think you'd enjoy them. Day 37 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it and I got a bat. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. I quickly ran over to a tree and made myself a crafting table and a wooden sword, and then I ran around looking for a cave because that is where bats spawn. Luckily, there were some caves nearby, and it was only a matter of finding a bat, which did not take long at all. Bats are extremely hard to kill though, but I did manage to finally kill one in 1 minute and 28 seconds. Subscribe for more and check out my channel because this took way too many attempts. Day 38 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it and I got a snow golem. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Snow golems do not spawn naturally, instead you need to place a carved pumpkin on top of 2 snow blocks, so that's exactly what I was going to do. Yes, I know what you're going to say, this is staged. How did he get such a good seed? Because as much as I would love to do the first run on the first seed that I get, I can't always do that. Sometimes I just die, like this snow golem, in 1 minute and 30 seconds. Subscribe for more and check out my channel because I have a playlist of videos just like this. Day 39 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it and I got a blaze. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Before any of you say this is staged because I got such a good seed, I went through about maybe 80 seeds before I could get this. So no, it was not staged, it just took a very long time. And if you generate enough worlds, eventually you're gonna get a really good seed. This took me literally all day to do, so if you guys could like the video and subscribe, that would be really great. I entered the nether and thankfully there was a fortress nearby. I quickly cornered a blaze by digging a hole in the ceiling and letting them get out. I let it shoot at me, but I had a shield so it couldn't really hurt me. Then I attacked the blaze and killed it, finishing at 7 minutes and 26 seconds. This was by far my most tedious run, but I guess it's worth it. If you guys like the video, subscribe. Day 40 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it and I got a cave spider. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Cave spiders spawn specifically from spawners in mineshaft, so I was very lucky to have a cave nearby. Even with a cave, it was also extremely lucky to have a mineshaft in this cave. I ran around for a long time looking, hoping that there would be a mineshaft, and there was. Once again, very lucky seed, but after the blaze run that took me like 80 tries, I feel like I deserved a little bit of luck. Anyways, I killed the cave spider and finished with a time of 1 minute and 47 seconds. Subscribe for more and check out my channel, I have a playlist. Day 41 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got a witch. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Witches spawn in witch huts, which are in swamps, or they could just spawn in caves or a place with low light levels. So you'd think they wouldn't be so rare, but they are. I had to generate so many seeds before I could finally get one that I could complete a run on. I ran over to a village and I killed this iron golem because I wanted to get an iron sword to ensure I'd be able to kill the witch before it killed me, because that had happened before in my runs, or well, my attempted runs. Thankfully there was a witch hut nearby in this swamp, so I quickly ran over and there were 2 witches. I killed one of them and finished at a time of 2 minutes and 24 seconds, and then I just killed the other one as well. That was weird. Make sure to check out my channel and subscribe because I have a playlist of videos just like this one. Day 42 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got a goat. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Yes, I know, the wheel is a little bit different than it was before, but that's because this one is updated for 1.20 and I don't think that the other one was. Anyway, I was lucky to have spawned near a mountain because that is exactly where goats spawn. I was unlucky, however, that there was so much powdered snow around. Honestly, who thought powdered snow was a good idea to add to the game? I did quickly find a goat, and then I killed it with my wooden sword, and I finished with a time of 1 minute and 46 seconds. Subscribe for more and check out my channel. Day 43 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got a mushroom. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Mushrooms spawn on Mushroom Island, so I was going to need to boat around looking for one. That's pretty much the only way to find one, is just to boat around and get lucky that there's one on the water. I made myself a boat and I just started sailing around. Along the way, I actually ran into an ocean monument and got mining fatigue, which was kind of annoying. At least I had a wooden sword that I'd made at the same time as the boat, so that was good. I found a mushroom island pretty quickly actually, and I quickly climbed up onto it and ran around looking for a mushroom. Didn't take me long, and then I killed it with a couple hits and finished at 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Subscribe for more and check out my channel. Day 44 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got a stray. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Strays spawn at night, and specifically in snowy biomes, so I was just going to have to wait for nighttime since I was already in a snowy biome. I made myself a wooden sword, ran over to this weird snowy plains place, and I built myself up 4 blocks in the air, and then just waited. I would have taken out the waiting period of this run, but I just don't want anybody to accuse me of cheating, so I figured I'd keep it in anyway. Seriously though, how would I have cheated this run? When it was nighttime, I quickly got down from my tower and I ran around looking for a stray, which was surprisingly annoying considering I was still in a snowy biome. When I found one, I quickly battled it and I killed it, finishing at a time of 11 minutes. Subscribe for more and check out my channel because I have a playlist of videos just like this one and I think you'd enjoy them. Day 45 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got a slime. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Slime spawn in caves, so that's exactly what I was going to have to look for. Unfortunately, I could not find a cave for a little while, and I didn't get a tree, so I had to get myself a wooden sword after finding a cave, which just wasted even more time. This cave was not that deep, but it was very open, which made me think there was likely going to be a slime spawning. Even so, I had to wait a little while before one came at me, and I decided I wasn't just going to kill the big slime. I was going to kill the medium slimes and every small slime, and it wasn't going to count unless I did all of that. So after I killed the big, medium, and small slimes, I stopped the time at 3 minutes and 42 seconds. Subscribe for more and check out my channel. Day 46 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got a frog. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Frogs spawn in mangrove swamps and regular swamp biomes, so I was just going to have to get lucky, which I did. I quickly made myself a wooden sword and I ran over to this nearby mangrove swamp. There were no frogs in it, so I ran over to a swamp that was right near the mangrove one. I found a frog and I killed it. I stopped the time a bit late at 1:15. It was really more of 1:13, but 1:15 is good enough. Subscribe for more and check out my channel. Day 47 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got a magma cube. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Magma cubes spawned in the nether, so I was going to have to find a way to get there. Thankfully, there was a ruined portal nearby, and I saw that there was lava there as well, so I was just going to use that lava to get to the nether. I went down to a cave after getting a tree, and I made myself a wooden pickaxe, a stone pickaxe, and then I made myself a furnace, mined up iron, made myself a bucket and an iron sword, and then I got back up to the surface and ran back to the ruined portal. I then proceeded to make myself a portal, which took a little bit longer than it should have. I'm still really not that good at making portals, but I got it done in the end, made my way into the nether, and I found a magma cube pretty easily, and I decided not only to kill the magma cube, but also the little magma cubes that spawn when it's killed, and I finished at 8 minutes and 21 seconds, because I stopped the time like a few seconds late. Subscribe for more and check out my channel, I have a playlist. Day 48 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got an iron golem. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Iron golems spawn in villages or in cages outside of pillager outposts, but since it was a village nearby, I was just going to go for that strat. I looked around to see if there was any weapons nearby. If there was a blacksmith with an iron sword, it would be a lot easier. Instead, I just punched down part of this villager's house, made myself a wooden sword, and then I hit the iron golem and waited for it to chase me. I thought it was going to chase me more, but it just got stuck, so I jumped around and killed the iron golem, and I finished at a time of only 1 minute. Yeah, I stopped the time a little bit late, it was more like 59 seconds, but I kind of just do that a lot. Subscribe for more and check out my channel because I have a playlist of videos just like this one, and I think you'd enjoy them. Day 49 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got a glow squid. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Glow squid spawn in low light level caves, specifically in water, so I was just going to have to look for one of those. I did find a weird water cave, and I went down into it, hoping against hope that there was going to be a glow squid. I accidentally hit the caps lock key when trying to shift, so that was annoying. But I found a glow squid and I killed it, finishing at 1 minute and 25 seconds. Subscribe for more and check out my channel because I have a playlist of videos just like this one and I think you'd enjoy them. Day 50 of killing every mob in Minecraft. So I spun the wheel that has every single mob on it, and I got an ocelot. So I spawned into the world, started the time, and started my speedrun. Ocelots spawn in jungle biomes, so I was pretty lucky to have one right nearby. Yes, I know, you're gonna say, oh yeah, he was lucky. He's definitely not cheating. Yeah, shut up, I don't care, I'm not cheating. This is just the run, okay? Accept it. I made myself a wooden sword and I ran around looking for an ocelot. It didn't take me that long to find one, but the one I found was a baby. I killed it, but I wanted to kill the adult to finish the run, so I did that and finished at 54 seconds. Subscribe for more and check out my channel. I have a playlist of videos just like this one, and I think you'd enjoy them. Thank you to everyone who watched this video all the way to the end. If you did reach the end of the video, comment starfruit down below so that I know you did. Anyways, thank you all. I appreciate it. Comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you next time.